Dale, appreciate you taking some time here for us. Danielle Smith has announced the province of Alberta will be taking the lead on a proposed pipeline project to British Columbia's northwest coast. It's a project you and the National Coalition of Chiefs are backing. Can you tell us why you think this is a good project?
Well, our organization was actually conceived from the Northern Gateway project. The first board that we had were board members that were part of the 31 out of 40 communities along the right-of-way that started the Aboriginal Equity Partners on Northern Gateway. And they were First Nation and Métis communities that agreed to become owners of the project. So we've been trying to ramp up Northern Gateway 2.0 for quite some time now, and we're glad to see the federal government and the provinces, especially Alberta, is moving forward with it.
Well, BC Premier David Eby told reporters that Danielle Smith doesn't have a real project because the proposal, quote, is entirely taxpayer funded and has no private sector proponent. Other than the Alberta government contributing $14 million for this proposal, are there any companies signing contracts or investing in this proposed project?
Well, I think everybody's doing the wait to see. 14 million is out there to do some of the feed study work and to consult with First Nations. I think the province will be surprised at the amount of support that they'll get along the right of way. You got to remember the communities that filed actions against them that are opposed to the project are not along the right of way. And the 31 out of the 40 communities that signed on are on the right of way and have always wanted to move forward with this project because they were scheduled to get $2 billion in benefits over 30 years, including 1/3 ownership in the pipeline. So not only did they get shareholder returns on owning the pipeline, but they'd have seats on the board to be able to manage and monitor the pipeline and make sure that all the integrity, safety systems, and environmental protection plans are properly maintained.
In addition to the BC Premier, First Nations along the coast of British Columbia are already speaking out about the proposed project. Do you think things will be different this time around?
Well, I think that there's a lot of talk about getting rid of, the tanker ban to, because in a sense it's rather hypocritical because there are some 250 ships sailing across the coast of Haida coming from Alaska, Asia, going to Alaska, going to Asia. And a lot of these ships are already loaded with oil and gas. So it doesn't make any sense that you would, cripple only the Canadian tankers while all of these other tankers are going by the coast. And, the integrity systems, the safety systems, the anti-spill systems for these ships, they're all, double layered and so forth. There hasn't been a spill in the world in decades, so I think the risk is minimal. I can understand their concern, of course, but we are, as a group, fighting, as you know, to defeat unreserved poverty. We think that as many as 60% of our people are in, the lower class level of income, and we want to get them out, get them employed, and take advantage of the prosperity that exists in our natural resource industry. And this is a perfect time to do that when the federal government has promised not to stop a lot of these natural resource projects from moving forward. So we're hoping that Northern Gateway 2.0 is one of them and that we can get that going as soon as possible. We think about the prosperity that can be gained from this. And if the federal government really wants to diversify the market for its oil and gas, it's got to build the projects like this.
Dale, we'll have to leave it there, but appreciate you taking some time for us here today to talk about this.
You bet.